Today we're speaking with Dick Metzler. The topic for today is the Uberization of Freight. And Dick is the CMO of UShip. Can you first provide a brief background of yourself?
Sure, Justin. My entire career has been in transportation and logistics. My mother and dad met at my grandfather's warehousing and trucking company in the south side of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So it's deeply ingrained in my DNA, I guess you could say. But I spent a lot of years at FedEx, TNT, and DHL in the express and ground parcel business. I also, prior to coming to UShip, was doing acquisitions at XPO Logistics. Prior to that, I was involved in a roll-up in the trucking and warehousing industry at Great White Logistics that was private equity sponsored.
Thank you. My first question is, what is the sharing economy?
Yeah, this is one of those things that a lot of people have a lot of different opinions on. I'll just give you mine. It's, on-demand companies really aggregating demand in an online manner, but fulfill that demand in some kind of offline type of scenario. And where a lot of this has gotten started, where the biggest awareness and the best examples that everybody knows is Amazon and Uber, if you will. And a lot of people who have seen the success there have wanted to be the Uber of almost everything.
Well, what does this mean for the trucking and logistics industry?
The trucking and logistics industry is yet to be dramatically affected by it to a large degree, because a lot of what is being discussed is on demand. And on demand is a subset of the sharing economy, which means that there's an order placed and there's immediate fulfillment, oftentimes in 1 to 2 hours. But that part of the sharing economy, we think, is a difficult part to sustain and grow and scale over the long term within trucking and logistics. Where we do think it makes sense is to support the obvious consumer demand for free shipping with more cost-effective, slower, and more innovative types of solutions that are more cost-effective. Consumers have said in research time and time again that rather have free shipping than they'd rather have speed. And a relatively small number of consumers have really taken up on 1 to 2 hour service, and virtually none of them are willing to pay a lot more for it. Just a very narrow niche in that regard. Could that change? And could Amazon change expectations? And could Uber start delivering packages in the back of cars? Sure. But there isn't any strong signs at this point that that change has occurred or will occur anytime soon.
So where will this all shake out?
I think that a lot of the, I think there will be a lot of dead VC money that has gone into 1 to 2 hour startups trying to out Amazon or out Uber. I think there's only 2 ways in that that people are going to be successful in sharing economy and on demand, and that's if they either have phenomenal route density in residential neighborhoods, think FedEx, UPS, United States Postal Service, some of the regional couriers, things of that nature. And like I said, maybe Uber as they scale up Uber Rush and Uber of everything. But besides that, it's very difficult for a startup to get scale, where essentially the United States Postal Service is delivering to every address in America every day in sequence, versus 1 to 2 hour deliveries zigging back and forth across town for $5. I've been doing this a long time, and I'm telling you that won't work. So that's one way. The second way is to have higher revenue per stop in trucking and logistics for the sharing economy, business to consumer type things. Think of a gun safe you ordered online or a refrigerator that needs to get to your house. Well, the most common way of doing that today is less than truckload, but they really don't want to do that. We're in that business from a marketplace point of view in terms of household goods and things of that nature, virtually anything you can imagine ordering online up to and including a car. So, that's the other way to do it. And there's some folks in the space, including us, that are targeting that sector is the other way to go.
And thanks, Dick. Do you have any final comments on this topic?
Yeah, I think obviously this is the highest growth area of retail, and obviously transportation, logistics, retail is a key consumer and a key customer for our industry. And I think that finding ways to more efficiently match consumer need with consumer demand on cost efficiency and overall profitability of the providers doing this is where it's all going to shake out, and that's where the winners and losers are going to be defined. I'd say most of the VC funded startups in on-demand delivery are not going to make it.
And thanks for sharing today.
Thank you, Dustin.